It's now disconnecting again. Wi-Fi signal interference, we've gone down to 1 bar, and aircraft disconnected from mobile device. Reconnect. Not what you want to see. On the new DJI Neo 2, DJI claim that you can actually get 500 meters of range just using the Wi-Fi signal. In the past, it used to be 50 meters, and if you got maybe 20 or 30, you were doing well. So in this area here, let's see how far we can actually get using Wi-Fi signal only. Let's test these theories, and hopefully we don't lose it in the sand. So when would you use that? Well, if you're using this drone only with your phone, so you can control it with your phone, you can do master shots, active track, get it to follow you. You can even do manual controls where you can fully take control of this drone and fly it just from your phone. It's really good, and it's the feature that I pretty much use the most. But it was always frustrating because we could never go a decent distance away. It would always cut out. But now 500 meters, that's a pretty good distance. If you're using your controller, you're going to be using the OcuSync signal, which is a completely different system. So you should be getting a lot better range there anyway. But on the DJI Fly app, it's very limited. Now, I would predict at 500 meters, if you can see just in the distance there behind me, there are some wind turbines. That's roughly, I would say, round about 500 meters away. So if you can get to them, fantastic. If it gets nowhere near it, we know that these claims are a bit like, because as you can see, it's quite an unrestricted area. We've also got not a lot of interference around here whatsoever. So for testing conditions, it doesn't really get any better than this. Let's see how we get on. All right, so I've got this drone turned on. Let's switch over to the DJI Fly app. I'll screen record this screen here, and I'm going to set it to manual control. And I've got 99 battery percentage, full bar of signal, and I'm just going to go and fly forwards in this direction. So let's take off first of all.
Home point updated.
We'll click record as well. Just bring this down a bit and straight forward. Off it goes. We've still got full bars. So I'd say this is doing better than it did in the past. But those wind turbines are a decent distance away, and it's not the fastest of drones. 100%, it is pretty slow. But it's, actually. So Wi-Fi signal interference already. I can still see that drone. It's at most 100 meters away. Let's keep it going. We've now back up to 3 bars, so that's good. It might have, back up to full bars. So it might have just had a slight issue. It's doing all right. I'm just going to increase the altitude of it a little bit more. Now, what you find with a lot of DJI drones is that the battery actually runs out before the signal. So we're down to 89% of battery. We're still on full bars of signal. It doesn't seem to be lagging much. I've got my finger pressed straight on that forward icon here. So it's doing a lot better. Actually, we've gone down now to 2 bars. I would say at the moment we're about 200 meters away, 300 meters away. It's now disconnecting again. Wi-Fi signal interference, we've gone down to 1 bar, and aircraft disconnected from mobile device. Reconnect. Not what you want to see. So now it's clicked join, and hopefully it will reconnect. If not, this could be a lost DJI Neo 2. It won't connect either. So what would happen normally in this situation, once you get a disconnect, you're going to start panicking, but what should happen is that the drone should automatically switch into return to home mode, which we now have on the DJI Neo 2, even when using your phone. And you might be able to hear it, but up in the distance there, we can actually see the DJI Neo 2 is coming back to us. So if I click reconnect, I should be able to connect back to that DJI Neo 2 because it's directly above me. So that's good. That proves that the return to home mode works well on here. It's not reconnected, so I'm still getting these messages unable to join. So the whole reconnecting system on here isn't great once you have a disconnect, but it is good to see that the drone has returned back. So let's get this landed on my hand and we'll try it again. So it's just there. So this is a problem as well now, right? So the drone is above me here, but I can't reconnect to my phone and it won't land. It's just hovering up there. I have no idea what it's doing. Oh, we've gone back. Right, so finally it's now reconnected back to the app, and I can now click down and I can bring the drone down back to here. I would say at most 100, 150, maybe 200 meters. You don't know fully because you can't actually see this from the DJI Fly app screen. It gives you no information like that. It's like it does when you're using the RT controller.
Let me jump in here to tell you this video is sponsored by Artlist, a website I have been using for years, and I use it like every single day. If you're a creator or a video editor, this website has everything that you need. All the music and sound effects I use on these videos, they're all from Artlist. So I could choose from the thousands of different music tracks available, or I can look at what's trending currently on YouTube, Spotify, or TikTok, and it will then find me similar sounding tracks that I can use. But they have grown into so much more than just music and sound effects. They've now got additionally a full-on AI suite as well. So you can type anything into this text to image and it will transform your idea into that image. So let's just say we'll type in man standing next to a gas station in the desert at night. You click enhance, it will do all the prompt for you and it will generate you this photo in seconds. But then you can take that photo and generate it into an animated video, or you could take your own photo. So say you've got a photo on your phone, you can drag that onto this website and it will generate that static photo that you've got into a video. It's absolutely crazy. The possibilities are endless and it's all powered by these different AI models. But they have just started their holiday sale, so now is a fantastic time to go and check this out. You can get up to 40% off their AI plans, 20% off their max plans. You can sign up for free on their website, go and check it out for yourself, and then if you use my link, which is at the top of the description, you're going to get an additional 2 months free added to your subscription as well. Go and check it out.
Okay, so we're starting with 65% of battery life. It's pretty low, but as we've just tested, it's not going to get too far, is it? It would be good on this actual display if we could see some more information, the height and the actual distance away. Surely we've got enough space on this screen to add this. It'd be a lot better, even if we actually just... Oh, hang on. Apologies, ignore everything I have just said. If we go into full screen mode, you can see now in the bottom left hand corner, you can see your distance from the ground and also the distance you're traveling. So we're now at 170 meters away. We're getting some disconnect and we just hit 200 meters of distance. I'm just going to increase the altitude a little bit more. Let's bring it up to 10 meters. It is a weird, you can see the circle moves as I actually touch the screen. It's quite bizarre. Let's keep it at that. So at 270 meters, where you can see in the top right hand corner, we've got 2 bars of signal. It's still going though, so it's doing a little bit better actually now. 300 meters. Let's now increase this altitude a bit more, because see if it's that. As you can see, it doesn't really like going up. As I've been doing that, it's just disconnected. So we were at 300 meters then. Click reconnect. Let's see if we can get reconnected to that drone. And no. So 300 meters, not bad. Let's try and rejoin it. So every time I click this, it should reconnect back to that drone. You can take control again. But this seems to be an issue, reconnecting back to this Wi-Fi signal once you've lost it. So in this situation, you're probably just going to have to wait for this drone to come back to you. So I can see the drone now, it's not far away at all, about 50 to 60 meters. Click reconnect. It should reconnect. It's asking me to join it. So it's picking up that signal, but it's not reconnecting. So I'm in the same situation as before. The phone won't connect to it, but now it's even higher up. It's all the way up there. It's just hovering, just chilling in the sky. But I just know that a lot of you, as soon as you get this drone and you do manual flying and it disconnects and it's just hovering up there, you're going to be panicking like mad, thinking, how the hell am I going to get this drone back? And you've just got to wait for it to just reconnect signal. So let's go back down now. I'm not sure if this, for full screen mode, is optimized. It's a bit all over the place. But we've got the drone back again. 32% of battery is what we're left with. So we've got it back. It is good to see that I was wrong about you can get the information on the screen. If you click this little icon here, it does go into full screen mode, and then you can just click go and it will show you in the bottom left hand corner. It shows you that it is better than before. There's no way in the past I would have been able to get 90 meters like we are now of signal, and I've still got full bars of signal. So whilst it's not 500 meters like DJI claim, just being able to get 200, 300 meters of Wi-Fi signal is going to give you some confidence and able to get low battery. So let's get this drone coming back to us. So the drone's just on its way back to me. We've got a low battery. The battery isn't great on this. It's better than before. I'd say maybe a minute better. It is heavier. This transmission on the top of it as well is also making it heavier. So you're not going to get any better really battery performance than you did in the past. So overall, what are my thoughts on the transmission claims about this? Well, it's not as good as DJI are saying. You're not going to get 500 meters of transmission, as I've just discovered there. You're going to get close to it. So when I actually discovered that you can see the details by clicking that little icon in the corner, whilst it's not great, it does give you that information. So I've got maybe what, 200-300 meters of transmission distance just going in that straight line. And that's not bad. It shows you that you could use your DJI Neo 2 with manual flying and get some decent Wi-Fi performance now. If you had the Neo 1, you will know how bad that was with the Wi-Fi transmission. It was 20 or 30 meters at most. So now we can get like 200-300 meters. That's a massive difference. So it's usable using your phone to control this drone. It is also great that you have the full return to home system as well, using the mobile phone control. So when the drone disconnects, you can see now, I think it disconnected twice, maybe 3 times, it comes straight back to your location. It is a bit hit and miss because the drone was just hovering like 20-30 meters in the air, and that initial like panic of how am I going to control this drone? Eventually it will go into a forced landing once the battery runs out. So if you just sit underneath it, it will come back to you eventually, but you just have to wait for the app to reconnect to this, and that should be a lot more seamless, which is something that definitely needs a firmware update to fix. I think we need a firmware update to fix the icons on the screen when you go into full screen mode, because they move around and just it's not very intuitive like it is by default in the vertical mode. Overall, pretty impressed. You're not going to get 500 meters, but you are going to get 200 to 300 meters using just the Wi-Fi signal. So go and control your drone, use the master shots, use the quick shots, get it from a further distance now, and you're not going to be panicking, worrying, thinking, is it going to disconnect all the time? Or using manual controls that I like doing with the DJI Neo 2. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. If you want to go and check out the DJI Neo 2, I'm going to link it at the top of the description. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, because I've got loads of videos coming really soon. I thought tech products in this year was coming to an end, but I was wrong. See you in the next one. I'll just drop the drone.